Yo, what up everyone? Amir here, owner Rappin' and Snackin', getting into another Collector's Corner video. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rappin' and Snackin'. Appreciate y'all as always. Let me know your favorite thing down below afterwards, and I apologize for taking so long for another video. It's been about like 2 weeks or so, and just been on this crazy Dodger playoff run. Just been watching all that stuff and kind of ignoring everything else. So happy they won. Went to the parade today, and that was awesome. So, man, crazy stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the rap stuff. Got some CDs, vinyl, tapes, some toys as well. So yeah, got a few things here. Let's go ahead and get started with something that I picked up from eBay. This is Gregory D's album, The Real Deal, on CD long box. So it's still in the shrink. It has the saw cut right here. And also at the bottom, 53 shipped, and then the CD, since it is open, the CD comes out like this. Surprisingly though, although it was open shrink, whoever owned this never opened the CD, so the jewel, or sorry, not the jewel, the wrap is still on the CD, the shrink wrap. So gonna go ahead and open this eventually, but I just found that to be fascinating. So there you have it, and it still has the hype sticker right there. And this is just printed on. This isn't a sticker right here. So pretty cool stuff. Gregory D. Oops, put that back in. $43 from eBay. Now to keep on going, this is something I did an unboxing on recently, so I'll just show y'all real quick in case y'all didn't see it. This is Ice Cube's Man Up album on vinyl and CD. He did not release a tape for this album, although he did release a tape for the Man Down album. Who knows if he'll drop any more pressings of this? Probably at some point. I don't know if he'll ever do a tape. So these ones I opened up in the video. You can go ahead and see them. I already put them in the plastic right here, or in the sleeves, I should say. Sorry. So boom, boom, boom. Haven't listened to this one yet. I'm gonna listen to it pretty soon. Although Cube is my favorite rapper of all time, I don't have the highest hopes for this album. I wasn't crazy about Man Down either, but you know, Ice Cube, his prime was definitely a little while ago, but still love his music, still love him as a rapper and artist altogether. So next up, we have the Rhapsody and Madlib release here, Mad Rap. So I also did an unboxing, however, not on this pressing. I did it on the other pressings I have. This is the reissue, or the repress that they dropped with a slightly different cover on vinyl, because I think the other ones had sold out fairly quickly. So this one I just got, once again, for the stock price. If I get it for the stock price, I won't tell you because it's available on the website. So this one, however, if I recall, it was like $10, which not so bad compared to other people's prices for, you know, vinyl singles / EPs these days. So I think this was $10, and the tape, when it dropped, it was like $5 or something to that effect, which I don't know if it's still for sale. But anyways, Mad Rap's right here. Boom, boom, boom. Now, next up, we have something that I also picked up. This is from, I'm not remembering, this is from Raekwon's website or from Shop Get On Down's website, or something to that effect, or Fat Beats. But this is Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links Part 2, or Volume 2. And this, in my opinion, was a very dope album. This, though, however, is the repress. So they put this in a super jewel box, is what they call it. It's just these jewel cases that look slightly different. You can kind of tell by this casing right here, and then there's other little differences as well. So I picked this one up because it actually comes with 2 bonus tracks. Comes with the bonus tracks Walk With Me and The Badlands on here. And I have right here my original pressing that I picked up at Best Buy back in 2008 or 2009. I'm forgetting which year it dropped. I guess I can look here. It actually doesn't even say on the back. Yeah, okay, on this one it says 2009. So this is the one I picked up in Best Buy way back in the day, and then they also have other pressings with bonus tracks. This one I picked up just because, dope album, and it's got bonus tracks, and it's just a different pressing, so I went ahead and picked it up. But there are other pressings with different track lists, so y'all can check it out. And there's also a digital version, which is called like the gold version, and that also has different tracks. So pick that up. And then they had never dropped a cassette tape pressing of this, because back in 2009, tapes weren't really on the come up again yet, and they were obviously very dead from, you know, the early 2000s to kind of mid 2000s. So it wasn't until after the 2010s that they really started to pick up again. So this is only available for Cuban Links 2 on cassette tape. Very interesting because it doesn't have the cover at all. So it's just like this. So there's no way for you to tell by the artwork that it's only built for Cuban Links Part 2 unless you actually read the spine and the track list, but you couldn't tell from like afar. So pretty interesting like take on this. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, pick those two up. Like I said, it was either from Fat Beats or Raekwon's site or something like that, and that was just a stock price. Now, next up, another thing that I got from an artist's website are these two items right here. I got Tyler, the Creator's Cherry Bomb, like, action figure. Not really an action figure because it's all stationary, but, like, I guess, you know, just a figure. So, Tyler, the Creator, Cherry Bomb, pretty cool. Going to go ahead and put this up on my tape racks. And then right here, the Chromacopia, like, shipping container. But this thing is cool because, you know, this you actually had to assemble. Obviously, it's very simple. It just had a few pieces. But you have to assemble it yourself. And, you know, the doors... Oops. It's a little... This is stuck right here. But you assemble it and put it together. And then I'm, like, making a mockery of this because these pieces aren't... There we go. So it opens up like this. And I put the instruction guide like back in here just to keep it. But pretty cool stuff right there. And pretty cool toy. I forget how much this cost. I feel like it was... God, I don't know. Don't quote me. It's still for sale on his site, though. So if you are interested in purchasing it, go ahead and do that. Tyler, the Creator, dope artist. So picked up this Chromacopia shipping container. And then... the Cherry Bomb statue / figure, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and put these down real quick. And those are just the stock price. Now, next up, here's a record store that I went to in LA called Nvesa Records. Spell it Nivessa, and then Records. There are two locations. There's one in Hollywood, and then there's one just like in LA on like Pico. I think the Pico location is the original, and that's the one that I went to. This store is definitely, like, pretty cluttered and kind of all over the place. They do have some cool stuff, but it's, like, some of the items didn't even have price markings on it. Some of it was kind of dusty. And, honestly, like, you do have to really check out the stuff you buy because some of the CDs or vinyl don't have the right disc in them, right? Or record in them. So that's something you definitely have to check. And then you also have to check the quality of it, if it's scratched or not scratched. That's just something I'll tell you because I've inspected all my stuff and some of them were scratched, but I took a risk on it, and you'll see why. Because I spent on one vinyl and 9 CDs $26, and that was the cash price. So I didn't pay any tax. So let's go ahead and show you all the CD singles first that I picked up from Nvesa Records. First right here was Second to None's Didn't Mean to Turn You On right here. So it's from the Above the Rim soundtrack, and it just got, you know, this song, pretty cool stuff. So this is $5 from that bundle. Very, very, very dope duo, 8Ball and MJG. You Don't Want Drama for $2. This song gets you super hype, awesome stuff. Also, I like the music video, but a really dope song and really gets you hype. It was Bangladesh on production for this one. I think it was Bangladesh. He says exec producer P. Diddy, but you already know it wasn't him. Produced by Sean Dre, aka Bangladesh. So You Don't Want Drama, very dope stuff. $2. And then right here, this is Badass's Wrong Idea, R.I.P. to Badass. This is for $3 right here. Boom, boom, boom. CD single. Then right here is Charlie Baltimore's Stand Up featuring Ghostface Killah for $2 right here. And it also has the track Pimp the One You Love, featuring 8Ball and Rodney Ellis. So shout out to 8Ball once again. Another CD single here, we got Illegal's Head or Gut for $3, and also has the track We Gets Busy right here. Boom, boom, boom. So Illegal, some of y'all may know them, some of y'all may not, so check them out. Then for $1, got the Lost Boys Music Makes Me High. Music Makes Me High. And then it's also got the LT Hutton Extended Club Mix with Dog Pound and Cannabis. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. $1. Moving on, this is one that I was happy to find. This is Redman's Blow Your Mind for $2. And the reason why I was also happy to find this is a very good price for $2. The CD was a little scratched. I took a gamble on it because of, one, the price, and I really mainly wanted the remix, because I obviously have the LP version already, so from the album. So the remix, pretty cool. Added this to the collection, $2 right here. I still prefer the original, but the remix is still cool. And then right here we got Wyclef's Gone Till November for $2. It's also got the remix. And then another Wyclef track. This is We Trying to Stay Alive for $2 right here. It also has a remix, and also has Anything Can Happen and snippets from the Carnival album. And then lastly, from Nvesa Records, I picked up Joe's vinyl single. I don't remember how much this was. I feel like it was $1, $2. I don't remember, because he didn't put the price on it. But this is Stutter, the remixes. I haven't heard this yet. The only reason I picked it up is because I saw Mystical was on here. So I'm like, well, Mystical's pretty dope. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick this up and see if it's good or not good. And we'll figure that out once I spin it. So all that from Nvesa Records, those 10 items for $26, which I think is definitely a bargain. I tested out all the CDs, and those are all good. I just haven't listened to the vinyl yet. So next up, something I picked up from, it was either Alchemist website or just the Alfredo website. This is Alfredo's action figures for Alfredo 2. So this is when they just dropped their album Alfredo 2, where they were in Japan. And pretty cool stuff right here. I'm probably going to go ahead and open this one. My Alfredo 1 action figures I didn't open. Those are a lot larger than these. They're probably like double the size and width. But I haven't opened those ones yet. I have those in the box still. But I usually open up all my action figures, especially the reaction figures. I always open these. So I'm going to probably open this one and just put it somewhere on one of my shelves. So excited to go ahead and do that. And if I do that, I'll just do an unboxing video so y'all can see. Now, next up, to keep it on with Alchemist, we got the Alchemist, the Genuine Articulate right here, release that I just picked up from his website for whatever it was, like 20 or 25 bucks. I don't remember, but it was just a stock price. Boom, boom, boom. Now, this is a mistake. This is X-Clan's Exodus. And the reason why this is a mistake is because I bought this on Discogs under the long box section, and the seller, for whatever reason, sent me just the CD album in the jewel case, but not the long box, and I guess they just accidentally listed it under the long box. So they refunded me, and I basically got this for free. So, anyways, so this is just like, you know, your standard pressing, nothing crazy about it, and it was essentially free. Where did I get this from? Okay, so there's this store called 12s in Long Beach, and this I got for $10 right here. This is something that I've never seen before. This is Jamal's Keep It Live 95 snippet cassette tape. So always love to see like sampler tapes and stuff like that, just so I can see like if there's any different versions of songs on there, or, you know, if there's a track that maybe originally was intended to be on the album but didn't make sample clearance or something like that. You just never know with these sampler tapes. So pretty cool stuff, or if they had just like a different beat altogether, whatever it was. So pick this one up for $10 from 12s. And then lastly, while I was also in Long Beach, I went to this other store called, is this Fingerprints? Yeah, called Fingerprints. And I spent $59.63. So when I went to Long Beach months back, I went to a different Fingerprints, and this one I pulled up, it was not the same one that I'd been to. I think this one is a little smaller than the other one I went to. This is the one on 420 East 4th Street, and I bought this stuff on October 11th, so just to give you all a heads up on that. And I got 4 items from here, so let's go ahead and show y'all what I got. So first off, I got Hip Hop Is Dead for $3.99. This is the CD single, not the album by Nas. Very, in my opinion, a dope song, and some people, you know, at the time of this release thought it was very controversial, didn't like it, or they prefer Thief's Theme because of obviously the similar sample. But I think it's actually a pretty dope song. I do prefer Thief's Theme, but I also think this is a very dope track. So this is $3.99 for the CD single. To move on, I got Milk Bones, the Milk Crate, for $34.99. So this is the more expensive item that I got from Fingerprints. And this is $34.99 for the original vinyl copy. Then a single I got is Infamous Mob's Mob Brothers, the sequel, right here, for $9.99. Boom, boom, boom. And then lastly, I got NERD's She Wants to Move remixes for $4.99. I picked this one up also because it has not only the album version, but it has the remix version with Common, Mos Def, De La Soul, and Q-Tip. So excited to check that out because I don't really have NERD's music yet. So to get this and to get the remix is just going to be pretty cool to check out, and still an open shrink. So for $4.99, I got that from Fingerprints. And that concludes the $59.63 purchase from Fingerprints. And that's everything that I got for this video, man. I got CD, vinyl, tapes, action figures, and toys, and whatever. Let me know your favorite stuff down below. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok, @Rappin' and if you have any questions, always hit me up. I'll try and reply. Appreciate y'all as always. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Bless up.